Hello, everybody. At this time, we are talking about an e-commerce business. An electronic commerce business sells goods and services online, carrying out its sales transactions and money handling over the internet instead of in person. Retail is the most common form of e-commerce where businesses sell goods on their website or through digital marketplaces like Amazon, Alibaba, or Facebook. The buyer browses, selects, and buys products online for the seller to deliver via courier. Service businesses increasingly offer e-commerce transactions too. This is done through online invoicing and payments. And then we move to the advantages of e-commerce. The first advantage, reduce overhead costs. Running an e-commerce store is a lot more cost-effective than running a physical store. You don't have to rent commercial real estate. Instead, you can pay an affordable fee for web hosting. You don't have to invest in security for your commercial property. Plus, you don't have to worry about paying rent for a warehouse or hiring employees. With an e-commerce store, typical costs include your domain name, your web hosting, and the cost of building your website as well as your inventory. That being said, most e-commerce websites spend some money on marketing as well. And then the second, track logistics. Keeping track of logistics is an essential part of e-commerce and retail marketing, and it's significantly easier with e-commerce than it is with a physical storefront. You can outsource fulfillment logistics so your customers can enjoy benefits like two-day shipping and easy returns processing. You also have an electronic record of everything, which makes it easy to track sales and look for trends that help you grow your business over time. And then third, no need for a physical storefront. There are so many difficult aspects to running a physical storefront, and using e-commerce means you don't have to face most of those obstacles. Renting a commercial property can be expensive, especially if you're in a big city. You also have to pay for electricity, water, and internet to ensure your space is up to code and can handle your business. And then we move to types of e-commerce. The first type, business to consumers or B2C. B2C e-commerce companies sell directly to the product's end user instead of distributing goods through an intermediary such as another retailer. This type of business model may be used to sell products or services. This is the most common business models and the concept most people likely think about when they hear the term e-commerce. And the second, consumer to government or C2G. Although not an e-commerce relationships in the traditional sense, C2G is a way for individuals to interact with government. For example, uploading your tax return to the Internal Revenue Service. And then the third types, business to business or B2B. Similar to B2C, an e-commerce business can sell goods to another company. B2B transactions often entails larger quantities, more detailed specifications, and larger and longer lead times. The buyer can also arrange for recurring orders if the purchase is for ongoing manufacturing process. And then fourth, consumer to business or C2B. Some platforms allow individuals to more easily engage with companies and offer their services, especially related to short-term contracts or freelance opportunities. And then fifth, business to government or B2G. Some e-commerce businesses serve as government contractors, providing goods or services to government agencies and other entities. Often these arrangements require bidding on projects through an established procurement process and can involve large quantities of a given item. And then how does e-commerce work? The first, the seller chooses online selling channels like a website or social media and promotes products or services for sale. And then second, customers find the products or services and place orders. Third, a payment processor enables the exchange of the goods or services electronically via payment options like credit cards or digital currencies. And fourth, the customer receives a confirmation email or SMS along with a printable receipt. And fifth, if the transaction is for goods, the seller ships the products and sends the customers a tracking number via email or SMS. If the transaction is for a service, the service provider can reach out the schedule and complete the service. And then we move to key elements of e-commerce platforms. The first element, flexible. The platform should support both B2B and B2C selling in one platform that can be deployed using a hybrid cloud environment or other models. And then the second, simple. E-commerce platforms should be easy to maintain and monitor with automatic updates, instant access to the latest features, and real-time visibility into business-wide performance metrics. And then third, user-friendly. E-commerce needs to be easy for customers to navigate on the front end and easy for businesses to manage on the back end. User interfaces need to be clear and simple so that non-technical workers can add pages and features without difficulty. And then fourth, fast. Businesses need e-commerce platforms that are easy to implement with self-service architecture and standards-based frameworks that simplify deployment and make it easy to add applications and features as needed. And then finally, we move to types of goods and services you can sell via an e-commerce business. There are generally any types of goods and services you can sell online. The first, physical goods. The sale of physical goods is the exchange of monetary value for the purchase of goods that are tangible and have physical mass. For example, merchandise. Physical goods include both durable like cars, television, and furniture, and also non-durable goods like food and beverages. And then second, e-commerce services. The sale of e-commerce services involves the exchange of monetary value in return for value to customers that want to achieve specific outcomes. Put another way, a service is a means of delivering value to customers by facilitating specific outcomes that customers expect to achieve. Examples of e-commerce services include transportation, healthcare, and education. And then third, digital goods. The sale of digital goods involves the exchange of monetary value for purchase of goods that are intangible and exist in digital form, such as digital media like audio files, video files, and ebooks. I think this is enough. Thanks for watching.